Still. Now he is.
We live right now.
We live, nigga.
Okay, so check this out.
Hey, look, man, look. We back at it, man. Another one like the other one, the big podcast, not the little one. You know what I'm saying? This time I got my nigga Pace on this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? My nigga said he ready to get in the mix. You feel me?
We gonna talk about it because it's time to talk about it.
You gonna talk about it?
Bro.
What we gonna touch on this P. Diddy shit then? I want to see how you feel about this P. Diddy shit.
There's a crazy thing. Listen, people don't understand this, bro. You know, the power of the media is so crazy that whatever they put out there will make you ignore the facts that aren't there. This whole time the Diddy shit been happening, the only thing niggas been going off of is a Meek Mill video, audio, right? And Cassie getting beat up. Outside of that, no, there has never been a person that says, yeah, I'm going for it. I'm going to get on that with down. This whole thing been a circus. Circus act. You feel me?
Hold on, let me put this shit on.
Because if it's a crime, my nigga, it's got to be a victim. It's got to be a victim or it's got to be some damaged property. Ain't no property got damaged other than his crib when they raided it. And ain't no victims. Cassie, she not even a victim. She's not even on the case. Where the victims at? Even though the case is over, we still don't know the victim.
Yeah. Hold on, let me put this shit up.
This shit was just
big win. And let's talk for a moment about the racketeering charge.
Now he just got to bounce back.
Yesterday, they were so incapable of reaching a unanimous verdict. They said that people, I forget the exact wording about the language that they used to talk about the divide on the jury. And then they come in and within an hour, they've got a unanimous verdict on it. It just shows you that judges sending the jurors back.
We all know.
Jurors will tell the judge, we're hopelessly deadlocked. The judge will say, go back. Well, in this case, it was pretty easy. But look, headline is, this is a big win for Sean Combs.
Well-known status.
Absolutely.
He's the reason why motherfuckers got jobs, certain niggas. He's not a threat to society. You feel me?
You don't think so?
Hell nah.
Her lawyer had wrote and said she want her Cassie lawyer.
Oh.
She said that she didn't want to get out. She didn't want him to get out.
Fuck that bitch. Listen, if anybody thinks she a victim, they smoking dope.
Smoking dope?
My nigga, if you telling me that you dealing with one of the hottest niggas in the rap industry, period. The only two other niggas that's in that conversation, three niggas, Jay-Z, Dr. Dre, 50 Cent. It's the Mount Rushmores of the motherfucking
black moguls.
You feel me?
Yeah.
You got one of them. You mean to tell us that you felt trapped? No, you just felt like, I don't want to get this lifestyle up and I'm going to do whatever I need. I don't give a fuck. You want me to lick a zebra ass.
They did play some shit. They did say, one of the witnesses got on there and said that she told them, if I leave Diddy, who I'm going to get with? Jay-Z already taken. A witness says she said that.
I ain't even know that. You see how that shit just played out right there?
They said that.
That's crazy. You see what I'm saying? So for anybody to think, me, myself, I've dealt with my little legal issues and a female.
No, they ain't gonna lie. See, this is a whole different crowd. They don't know what you dealt with. So you can come on this motherfucker and talk about it.
No, I was involved in something similar. You feel me? I fought a case, went to trial just like Diddy, the whole shit, human trafficking, pimping, just extra shit. The same type of human trafficking too, force and fear. They try to give me that, right? I carry life. And in reality, when it come down to it, is if a female is in a hotel room, a nice hotel, let's say you're at the Marriott, the Embassy, or so whatever.
Yeah.
You got 50 people to pass by before you get to that front desk. Then you got the front desk, you got the bellboy, you got the room service people for it. You got the YMCA, SPCA, the emergency fire department. You got so many people you can call. You got the hotel room phone.
Right.
Cassie never felt like she couldn't call nobody and get out of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you really felt that much of a threat.
Yeah, telling other people you could have just told the police.
You could have got a check out of this situation long ago when it was fresh. But you didn't want that to end because he was your pipeline. You see what I'm saying? You talking about P. Diddy. I don't give a fuck what no one nigga say, the weirdo shit. All the shit that y'all hear behind the scene, cool, yeah, lifestyle is preference and all that. Ain't no bitch watching this shit gonna ever think to themselves, I wouldn't fuck with P. Diddy.
Even with all after everything.
Even right now, that's like a bitch saying I'm not gonna fuck with Chris Brown after he beat up Rihanna. Stop it. The only bitch that might say that she ain't gonna do it and go through with it is Rihanna. You see what I'm
saying? Yeah.
Ain't no females gonna be like, oh no, the hottest pop star in the world, and I don't know what happened, but I'm gonna take her side and not fuck with Chris Brown.
See, look, I'm
saying the hottest mogul, one of the hottest moguls, and I'm not gonna fuck with him because of Cassie.
I knew that the nigga committed crimes, right?
Who?
Did he committed crimes, right?
Facts.
But there's statute of limitations. That's what people don't understand about the law. So when people were seeing the videos and all that, me being a person that's already been in jail and knowing how the law works, that video was really just put out there to try to create a narrative.
For emotional arousal,
exactly.
Bro.
That's
so
it.
Motherfucking jury can go in there and make an emotional verdict.
That's it, right?
All they was gonna see when they was making their deliberation was that video. That was what the whole purpose was. You see what I'm saying?
So look, so this nigga he only got convicted on 2 out of the 5 charges, right? So they thought the nigga was gonna get out today, but the judge denied his bail, and a lot of people is feeling like that's kind of like weird. You feel me? Because first of all, people get bails when they still fighting the case. You feel me? He ain't showed that he was ever a flight risk. So why he
see? This is one of those things that's just complicated. It's difficult to understand because it's already written in common law. You feel me? Like common law says that the judge has the discretion to release upon sentencing or to remand him. And motherfuckers might think it's janky, but the law says that he got the discretion, and the judge
been convicted of interstate transportation of prostitutes. The only
why he said like
2 crimes I believed he committed. As I've said in the beginning, after the closing arguments, I thought that would be the only thing they would convict him of, and that is the case. And I'm going to respect the juror's decision. On the other hand, he's been denied bail. I'm not sure if that's fair for 2 counts of interstate transportation of prostitutes, tricking. And in that sense, precedent shows that it's 21 to 27 months, indeed the guidelines for each count of interstate transportation of prostitutes for first-time offenders. As such, the sentencing should be in conjunction with precedent and in conjunction with first-time offenders. I'll also talk more about this on the Mathis Verdict podcast, or the clips that we'll be showing of the podcast over the weekend, but certainly next week we'll be discussing in thorough the case and what I suggest the sentencing should be. So keep an eye out for us next week for a full analysis of this. Well, by now you all know that Sean Diddy Combs has been convicted of
I get what he's saying, but the key word he used right there, he said he don't think it's fair. Again, I'm not trying to act like I'm motherfucking the prison yard legal beagle, but I went to trial, and I understand that certain things that are written into the law, you can't change them. It's certain things that work in the criminal's favor that the DA like, what? The law protected, the Constitution protected me, bro. What you expect me to do? And sometimes it play on the other foot. So I think that's why it's unfair, but then his
motherfucking next court date until October 3rd.
Nah, they just put that as on some court.
But I mean, but at the end of the day, this is what you got to understand about jail. It's gonna be time served because you ain't not getting no time.
No.
See, so even if you gotta wait all the way to October, you're still gonna have to. But he probably could have got bail today, and then went to court and got probation. So he could be doing all these months that he feel like for nothing.
No, see, the thing about that is though, with the sentencing shit, with first of all, with just the time credit, he in the Fed, so we don't really know what the fuck how it's gonna play out. I don't know how long he been down, and I don't know how much time that's.
He got locked up in like November
last year.
Yeah.
However long he been down, still don't give him
October, November, some of that time.
They don't give him enough credit to be released as far as time served goes. Not like it's a Young Thug situation where he was in there.
What you mean? It's not about
you know what?
No, they didn't give him time served. Nigga, he got put on probation.
No, they gave him a suspended sentence. They said, we're gonna give you this sentence, 5 years. We're gonna suspend it. Basically, it's on your head. No, yeah, it's on your head. Whatever. Now you got this 20 years probation as well.
Right.
So they could do that with Diddy. I forgot about that. They could give him 20 years and say, we're gonna give you 20 years on a suspension. So if you violate, you're gonna come and do. So my mind, you 20 years with 1 year to serve. You're gonna serve that 1 year. Time served. You already been down. Now that you time served and already you finished, this 19 years that's left is on probation.
Exactly.
So they could get him like that. He probably not gonna do no.
So that's why. But that's why I feel like me being all the way in jail all the way to October is kind of like y'all playing with me now. I
don't think because again that's just protocol as far as the available court dates on the calendar schedule. They could get it moved up, and that's probably what they're gonna do, the motion to file to get it moved up. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think they call it like forthwith or some shit like that. Like when you push sentencing forward, you could push getting transpac. Or I'm saying forthwith me to prison. Quick, let's do this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I feel like a lot of people saying that they feel like since the judge didn't give him no bail, kind of gonna be like a red flag for sentencing.
It's janky. Cause I don't know
because I feel like this. They feel like this. If you didn't even, be lenient with just giving a nigga a bail, you might not be as lenient with that sentencing like people think.
Let me break down something right now. It's a judge. It's a judge in Orange County. I want to say, I'm pretty sure his name is right. His name is Judge Ferguson. He shot his wife last year, right? Shot and killed his wife in an argument. They was drunk, shot and killed her. His bail was $1 million. Everybody was against it because it's a judge. Why don't you? Not only did he bail out, but because he's not convicted, he was still receiving a salary from being a judge of the county of Orange. So he's still making $200,000 a year. And then he go out to lunch with another judge and have drinks. So now he wearing an ankle monitor while he out on bail on his $1 million bail. The ankle monitor detect that he drinking alcohol in his system. The judge from LA County, because they decided to try his case in another county for conflict of interest, violated him, revoked the probation, revoked the bail and say, nope, taking that $1 million bail back because you got alcohol in your system. You trying to play me right now.
But what would be a good reason for you not to give a man a bail?
But that's what I'm saying. That's the difference. You got a white judge that just killed his wife, violated his bail, got locked up. His bail got raised to $2 million, bailed out again, and this whole time his bail is being paid by the salary he's receiving from still being an active judge. Then you got Diddy, who ain't killed not a soul. Right. It ain't a hospital report. It ain't a black eye. Right. You see what I'm saying? We know his history. We know what he's done.
He didn't even get convicted for no violence or nothing.
He done gave to the community. He done donated to the organizations, to Howard University. Mind you, he went to Howard University. Let's not forget he went to a HBCU. He went to a black college.
Had a key to the city.
The whole shit. We're gonna say that this man a danger to not give him a bail.
Had a key to the city though.
That's why, again, if y'all want to act like this shit still ain't going on, this shit's still going on. White man kill his wife, bail out, violate the conditions of bail, raise the bail out again, and still getting paid from the taxpayers' dollars. Diddy don't kill a soul, just a freaky ass nigga with a lot of baby oil.
And they said R. Kelly in jail hot right now.
R. Kelly shit was different.
No, they just saying because he beat his shit. He didn't have no action.
R. Kelly, listen, Kels.
That's because these niggas wasn't going to trial like Diddy.
No. Kels went to trial.
No, he didn't, nigga. He took a deal.
Did he? It don't matter. I'm gonna tell you the difference between Kels and Diddy off the back.
Well, I think he did.
He went to trial. He did? Yeah. But I'm gonna tell you the difference. Because ain't no nigga you can't go to trial, take a deal, and then be fighting. Why you fighting for? You took the deal.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? The issue is, though, Kels, you got videos peeing on the bitch, man.
Young minors, though.
Diddy ain't have none of that. So the arousal from the community.
See, but you know what the crazy part about it is? I don't do the pissing on that. But it's really people that be into that type of shit, though. Getting peed on, pissing on people. So when people be like, ew, it's really a whole community of people that like that shit, right? Bro.
But you dealing with a 15-year-old who don't even know what she want to do.
No, I'm talking about even when they was talking about with the Diddy shit. Oh, he peeing on
everything that
they was trying to make it seem like it was so disgusting when it's a whole community of people that really do that shit.
Everything that happened to any Diddy freak off, it should. Like I said, they playing them right now. They playing them. I think 50 Cent made a mention that Diddy was pushing the issue about some business deal that was supposed to go down with some alcohol company, And him doing that after he went bad on that company.
You believe in shit like that?
On my mama, bro. Because they giving us the shit that we don't know about. It's like you giving a nigga some game about Stockton going on with some shit that only you know about from EBK days and all them shit that only you know about. Why would we not listen to what you're saying?
Right.
50 Cent in them same rooms, in them same little, you know what I'm saying?
Cocktail. That nigga be trolling though, bro.
And that's why you gotta be careful what he's saying, because he trolls so much that he want you to think that some of the shit he's saying, like, don't believe me, but he putting it out there like, hey, I know what I'm talking about.
It makes sense. I ain't gonna lie.
You know, you ain't gonna be consistent with that. You get on Mayweather, you get on Ross. He know how deep to put his foot in the water. You feel me? But like I said, with the Diddy situation, I'm glad he out of that. You know what I mean? I really am.
What about?
I feel like niggas. Let me say something right now. Justin Bieber, you wrong.
Why you say that?
I feel like he was the only person that, even though he didn't voice it, somebody from his camp spoke on it and said, to some effect, to some degree, oh yeah, he wants to distance himself from Mr. Combs.
He said that?
His representative is, you know what I'm saying?
I didn't know about that.
And it's like, nobody else voice stand away from it, like to a way of like, oh, this is traumatizing and distraught. Nobody, Justin Bieber went out bad on that one. Now you got to come home and you got to.
Hey, you know who else I was looking up today? My nigga YNW Melly. I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't even no YNW Melly fan or nothing like that, but I've been like a fan of like this trial shit though. That shit crazy.
I ain't gonna lie, he got action.
I just never seen a nigga locked up so long like this.
What?
Like, nigga, this nigga done went to trial, everything. Like,
that's how it happens.
This nigga been locked up for like 6 years.
That's how it happens. You fighting a murder case? Yeah.
But it's getting slowed up by the prosecution though, not by his
and
team.
That's how
most of the time be us.
Listen, let me tell you something like this. It's so many niggas out there, and I'm not condoning or promoting this shit, but there's so many niggas that lie. Y'all just talk too much. Y'all talk too much on this Instagram. Y'all talk too much on just on everything. Y'all talk too much in the streets. Do it and be done with it. That's it.
I'm starting to think Melly made a mistake staying with this lawyer, but it's too late now, bro. This shit's starting in like 2.5 months. Hit subscribe. Let's go. State's mission to reconsider oral order moving forward with trial date of September 10th. No surprise here. They're trying to push the trial back. Let's see why. Court entered an order granting motions to suppress evidence December 23rd. That's the shit that went on appeal. State filed its notice of appeal to January 2024. A stay on the proceedings January 26. February 13, 24. State files motion of pretrial determination of admissibility of evidence. The court also excluded the same evidence. February 14th, state filed motion to stay proceedings. Motion was granted. On June 13th, 2025, during an off-the-record discussion of pending motions that needed to be scheduled, the court advised the parties that it intended to proceed with the trial date scheduled for September 10th. The state advised the court that the matter was stayed pursuant to court order and statute. The defense asserted that the motion to stay has been denied, but this is incorrect. The court responded that it had received no such order staying proceedings from 4th DCA. Oh, so they're saying from the appeals court, this whole shit stayed. The appeals court wants to stay it. Oh my God, this is a disaster. The court is without jurisdiction to proceed to trial. They're saying you have to stop. They're telling the judge this. We can't do this trial on September 10th. This court has previously incorrectly ruled in this matter. The trial court is divested of jurisdiction upon notice of an appeal, except with regard to those matters which do.
I'm gonna break down what he's saying, right? So basically, YNW Melly lawyers put in a motion, right? You got the district court that you fighting your case in, and then you got the higher court, then you got the appeals court, then you got the state court, the Supreme Court of California. Then you got the federal court, which is the United States Supreme Court. That's the court of the land, right? So if my lawyer feel like this judge is making bad decisions and he not following the letter of the law, then I'm going to go to this next court and tell this next court, hey, come review what's going on in this court with this judge and make sure he playing by the book. They're going to review the fucking transcripts and see everything going on and see why the judge is trying to do a second trial. And they're going to be like, hold on, playboy. You can't do a second trial. And they're going to give the order back down to to that district court and say, and the judge can't challenge it. The judge not going to be able to challenge what the higher court say. The only person that could challenge it is an appeal is the DA. The DA can appeal the higher court's decision. And then it'll go to a different judge of that same higher court. He's going to look at it. And if he says the same thing and say, yo, hold on, no. So that's what's going on. Melly's lawyers is trying to tell the higher courts that this court should not do a second trial. Based on the law, he's not entitled to a second trial. The first trial was their first shot. It was over. And I don't know if he was saying that the higher courts already responded, but what it looked like is he was going over the paperwork that describes the process of that happening. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
But Melly, like I said, any nigga, if you in that lifestyle, bro, and you jump off that porch and you do what you do, if you run into a jam like this, nigga, it's ways out. You just gotta sit down. You gotta sit down. You gotta sit down.
This is what I learned about shit now. OG told me, look, bro, if you're gonna commit crimes, know the laws.
Facts.
See, a lot of niggas out here.
Super big facts.
A lot of niggas out here committing crimes and don't know the laws. Now, it's not just about keeping your lips closed, you feel me? But if you know the laws, you'll know how to get away with shit, you feel me? And you'll know when they got you and when they don't got you.
Right.
You feel me? But niggas ain't educated on that.
Motherfucker say, a cop say, man, look, we know what you was doing. We seen you just come out that building. We know what's going on in there. And you a fool. Because you really think he know.
Exactly.
Instead of saying, yo, can I go about my day? Am I under arrest? Or am I free to go? Right then and there, he got to answer. You can't hold me up. I'm a law-abiding citizen as it stands. Ain't nothing going on. But a lot of people think because they got that badge, y'all just going, oh,
I'm under arrest. I gotta.
Nigga asked me if I'm on probation, parole. Why you asking me?
Yeah.
See, you gotta understand this. The law says if you give up your Fourth Amendment rights for a search and seizure, you know what I'm saying, you're on probation or whatever. You got, like, if they ask you, then you gotta tell them. But you also entitled to ask what made you ask me. Are you asking everybody that you stopped this same question, or are you just singling me out? You see what I'm saying? You can hold them to that, and in that way, if it goes any deeper, that dialogue, that exchange is recorded. So you know what I'm saying? You can tell him, and you go to court and say, hey, bro, if your truth is what it is, can we get other little body cam stops that you got that day so we can see other people that you asked that same question to? And I guarantee you it's not gonna happen. You can get that thrown out. So again, when you know the laws, you can know that they got some leeway, but you got some leeway too. You feel me? You just gotta, like how he said though, the OG, if you doing a crime, know the laws behind that crime.
Simple.
It's easy.
That's simple. I ain't gonna act like I was up on game, but you feel me?
It took time.
But you got a nigga right now telling you right now. So as you move forward, just have that in mind, man. Just don't type it in on Google on your phone and nothing like that. Dumbass niggas. How to rob us Hitlers.
Type shit. That's the dumbest shit.
Niggas. Yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. This everywhere you look on this motherfucking social media, it's Diddy this, Diddy that. I wonder, look, the cozy part about it is I was asking myself, is no Diddy, is that still gonna be a line?
Yeah. Why not?
Because when I was growing up, saying you was like Diddy like meant something.
That's where the Diddy bop came from. When you say, "Oh, nigga, I'm about to get in the club and do my Diddy bop," like that's what.
But even when it came to like hustling, niggas always want to be like Diddy, almost like Diddy, Jay-Z. Is that gone or is that still there?
Yo, what he guilty of? He was getting hella pussy and he was getting niggas pussy. Like you come to the Diddy party, and on top of that, he went down with stitched lip. He didn't tell on one nigga. He could have, you know what I'm saying, implicated more people and said such and such is there.
I thought that's
what the door was about to open, huh?
I'm like, okay, he got a whole lot of dirt on niggas. Niggas finna go down. This finna open Pandora's box. My nigga was like this.
He went out like a G. I ain't gonna lie, and he sat down the whole time, gray hair and all. That nigga hair look like it's snowing.
That nigga was in there running the
He was doing the shit. He got weight. You feel me? He still Diddy at the end of the day. Make you walk to Brooklyn for some cheesecake, nigga. Brooklyn get this cheesecake, nigga. The fuck.
Yeah, though, man.
But I'm like again, for niggas to come as far as we've come, it's a lot of niggas right now. You give them $10 million, they're gonna turn into Uncle Elroy, trying to get Mr. Nasty time with everybody in the game in the industry. So because Diddy is living his dream and being able to be like, man, I got power. I can get pussy whenever. I can get my niggas pussy. With my nigga come and do a show, he on tour. He want to stop and get pussy.
But this what I even
he a pimp.
This what I
Diddy
even
pimping.
Listen, see me.
Like, and he not checking the trap out the bitch. Just he letting the bitch get the money and go back home. What the fuck?
Just because I understand something, that don't mean I agree with it, right? Niggas like, man, he was watching the niggas fuck his bitch. I said, what's the difference between that and the porno? What do you do in the porno? Watch another nigga fuck a bitch.
Man, it's an actual genre in porno.
So because the nigga had money, he wanted to see it in real life. That I don't. You feel me? It's the same thing as niggas at the house. Niggas be at the house watching a porno, jacking off.
And
that's the same thing he was doing.
Listen, a lot of but just in real time. Like he had virtual reality, real reality.
Like I said, I'm not condoning to it and saying that that's some shit that I do.
But when
I watch
you a boss, you do boss shit.
I watch porn.
You niggas watch porn. I watch it live.
I didn't watch porno with my bitch. We both rubbing on each other, watching somebody else fuck each other.
Yeah, that's the same concept. It really is.
So, you know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas just been fake, and I see how everybody switch. Y'all can go back and watch my old podcast. Like I said, I'm not campaigning for Diddy. I just know the laws, and I see what's going on.
This is what I know. The only way I feel some type of way about Diddy or look at Diddy any kind of way or switch up on just how I just always viewed him is if there was a real legit person that came through and said some like, yo, I didn't want to leave the room, and I wanted to leave the room, and he didn't let me. Like if anything that like Diddy, you out there got bitches like that, bro, you out, bro. It's out. Give us your card back. Your player card is out of here. But you had a domestic dispute with a bitch who's in the industry, and we don't know what that's about. And street niggas be having domestic dispute, rap niggas, athletes. We seen what Ray Rice did in the elevator. We know Chris Brown. We say not to just put niggas shit out there. You know what I mean? But it's just life. Niggas be thinking because the camera on them that life don't apply to them. Life is life. You feel me? Sometimes life is a bitch.
And one thing I learned is that no matter where you at, somebody always watching.
Facts.
No matter what.
I be getting out the car in Walmart and don't even dig up my nose. I think I got a booger in my nose. I don't even want to touch it. I'm like, somebody watching right now. I swear to God.
Somebody looking out the
window. Catch it right before I get out the car. Like I know somebody looking right now. It's just But again, with him not forcing nobody, I couldn't not one point in this whole ordeal that I ever look at it like, man, that nigga Diddy out. Not one time. He never forced nobody to do nothing. He flew bitches. Hey, bitch, you trying to make some bands? Yeah, I'm about to finna have such and such and such and such. Yeah, they playing such and such.
No, but they did say, you know, like it was times supposedly where she wanted to like get out, and knowing that he had these videos.
Who?
Cassie.
We can see that's what I'm saying. We keep talking about Cassie. That's domestic. Anything going on with
no,
them is
but
domestic.
like you can't hold nothing over somebody's head. You know what I'm saying? If they, you know what I'm saying, you can't do that, bro.
What you talking about? Like you? Wait. You saying?
Like
you saying
he had videos of these freak offs, and he be like, "Bitch, all right, play with me. I'm gonna show somebody. I'm gonna put this shit out." Blackmailing.
So you mean to tell me that the smartest Diddy is, he would have pulled the trigger on that, and the smartest Cassie thinks she is, she believed him?
I'm just saying
because you got to look at how far the rabbit hole go down when you open that door. She gonna know that video could have only came from one place, and that place is your establishment where you had your freak offs, and everybody that comes there signs non-disclosure agreements. So there's some explaining to do as far as why is this video out, because this is basically your responsibility. This happened under your contractual, you feel me, establishment. We came under your roof and we signed a contract. So now, and Diddy know that. So Diddy would have never pushed play on that. That's her saying what was going on. If Diddy got on camera right now and said, I ain't gonna lie, I'm ashamed. I did used to tell her that, bitch, I'm gonna expose you. Then I'll be like, yeah, you right. He wrong for that.
Hey, but look. We gonna come back. We gonna come back to this. I gotta go do a podcast, man. Look, hey, y'all go like
free Diddy.
Go like and subscribe, man. If you're not a subscriber, please go subscribe, man. At least trying to get to at least 1,000, so niggas start getting paid off of this shit, man. Don't worry about my elbows, man. I just got off work, man. Don't try to make no memes and nothing, nigga. Hey, look, over and out, man. Tune back in later, though.